Come on. Come on. Welcome. Come on. Welcome to the live. 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 Today we're talking about karma. Karma. Waking up from karma. The science of karma. How karma works. How does it work? Come on in. Come on in. Today we're talking about the science of karma, particularly for empaths who are waking up from narcissistic abuse, the hidden science of karma. That's what we're talking about today. Come on in and come on in and come on in. We are talking about waking up from karma, the hidden science of karma for empaths escaping narcissistic abuse. What is karma? How does it function? What does it do? What are the this is everything you need to know about karma. You see, this is what we're talking about as an empath, overcoming narcissistic abuse and the evil that these narcissists do. How does karma function? How does karma function? This is what we're going to get into, and that's what we're going to expose today. The hidden signs of karma. Come on in. The hidden signs of karma. The hidden signs of karma. Welcome, welcome in, welcome in. So let me start by saying that it is possible that everything we've been taught about karma was incomplete. Everything, and this is Power in the background by the great Daniel Ponder. Power by the great Daniel Ponder. Well, let me get started. You see, it's important to understand that karma isn't cosmic punishment. Karma isn't revenge. But what if karma isn't some invisible judge sitting in the sky keeping score of your mistakes? And what if karma in narcissistic abuse isn't just about psychological trauma, but one of the greatest accelerators of karmic momentum a human can experience? We're going into the hidden science of karma. Greetings, all. The hidden science of karma. This is deeper than psychology, deeper than religion. We are entering the hidden architecture of reality itself. And the key question is, why does escaping narcissistic abuse often become the beginning of an empath spiritual awakening? Because what appears to be heartbreak may actually be a karmic graduation. Let me explain. The word karma, whether it's spelled K-A-M-M-A or K-A-R-M-A, greetings everybody, means action, not punishment. Karma means action, not fate, not destiny. Simply means intentional action. For example, in early Buddhism, Theravadan Buddhism, karma refers primarily to intentional actions of body, speech, and mind. And these intentions condition future experiences through cause and effect rather than through supernatural reward or punishment. Am I talking to you? Every thought, every intention, every word, every behavior leaves conditions that influence what comes next, because every action is independent on its own. It's not a discrete, continuous thing like we think it is. You see, and this leaves conditions that influence what comes next. The Buddha, for example, emphasized that intention, cetana, is central to karma, your intention. So think of karma less as a cosmic courtroom and more as an unfolding causal network. You see, Now, let me go even further. The universe is a memory system. Imagine the universe as an infinite recording device. Nothing disappears. Every action changes the conditions from which actions emerge. Modern science offers analogies, but not proofs for this idea. Information theory reminds us that systems carry histories, right? Systems carry histories. Neuroscience shows that repeated thoughts strengthen neural pathways. We also know that behavioral psychology demonstrates reinforcement loops. Then when we go further into epigenetics, epigenetics explores how environments can influence patterns of gene expression across time. So we know in complex system science that small inputs can cascade into large outcomes, meaning that karma in this framing is not some mystical bookkeeping. Karma is the accumulation of conditioned tendencies. Now, let me talk about this across the spiritual traditions. In Buddhism, as I've said before, karma is intention. Not all suffering is punishment. Many experiences arise from countless causes and conditions, and liberation comes through wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental cultivation. Do you see the whole? It's through your own actions. It's not through just grace and favor. You activate grace and favor through your intentions, your actions, wise action. Am I talking to you? No, I just want to know. If I'm talking to you, type transform in the comment section. I just want to know if we're on this path together. And if I'm talking to you, type transform in the comment section. I want to know I'm talking to you. In Hinduism, action create what are known as samskaras. These are deep impressions that shape future experience, meaning that repeated actions become tendencies. And those tendencies become your character, Dawn Marie. And character influences your destiny. The same is said in the Jain faith. The Jain faith, karma is described as subtle matter that binds to the soul through passions and harmful actions. Therefore, liberation requires profound ethical discipline and non-violence. Come on. Then what do the Christians say about this? The Christians say, even though it's not directly talking about karma in the classical Indian sense, in Galatians 6:7, it says, whatever one sows, one will also reap. You reap what you sow. Meanwhile, this has already been said in other traditions. In Judaism, this is all about connected justice, responsibility, and repentance, teshuvah, repentance and restoration, meaning your choices matter. You see, and repair is always possible. In Islam, the Quran teaches accountability before the Most High, because every deed is known, and mercy and justice cohabitate, not ahimsa. That's exactly it. And therefore, your repentance remains central. You see, in many indigenous traditions, it is said, the earth remembers. The Hopi will tell you about the earth. Communities remember. The shamanic communities, relationships matter, and actions ripple across generations. Then you come to Kemetic science. In Kemet, ancient Egypt emphasized ma'at. Ma'at meaning truth, balance, harmony, justice, and right order. This is illustrated through the famous weighing of the heart against the scale of the feather, which symbolizes moral alignment rather than just mere legal judgment. The heart must remain light to reflect truth. In the Yoruba tradition, the concept of iwa pele, meaning a gentle, balanced character, is central. because your character shapes destiny, and destiny unfolds through your choices. One's inner state influences the outer life. Now, let me go into the science. I'm just giving you the spiritual basis of everything I'm saying. Now, I'm going to give you some scientific evidence. Now, many scientific fields describe mechanisms that resemble cumulative cause and effect. For example, in neuroscience, it is said and proven that repeated anger strengthens your anger circuits. In the same way, repeated compassion strengthens your compassion circuits, meaning that neurons that fire together wire together. Now, when you come to trauma psychology, it is researched and proven that unhealed trauma often produces predictable relational patterns. And these patterns can repeat until interrupted through awareness and healing. Then you come to behavioral science, Leanne. Habits reinforce themselves. I'm just giving you the science behind karma. Actions influence identity, and identity influences your future choices, meaning that every action alters the larger system, and feedback loops amplify patterns. So let me talk about the karma of narcissistic abuse. The karma of narcissistic abuse. This is something really profound, Mali Mal. Narcissistic abuse is often understood psychologically. Diane, welcome. Narcissistic abuse is often understood psychologically, whether it's gaslighting or projection or intermittent reinforcement or control or shame or manipulation. And these concepts are well established in trauma literature. But from a karmic perspective, something else is happening. Something else is happening. That each manipulative act conditions further manipulation, Kat. Each refusal of accountability narrows awareness. And over time, the person's world, your world, becomes organized around a false self. In psychological terms, these behaviors can become increasingly rigid. And in spiritual language, one might say that the empath becomes conditioned. Now, the deepest karmic consequence may not be that something bad happens to the abuser. It may be that increasingly they lose their capacity to perceive reality clearly. Now, why do empaths experience such intense karma? Why? Have you ever asked the question why empaths experience such intense karma? Because many empaths, I know I did ask myself, why did this happen to me? Why did I go through such wickedness? Why did they abuse me? Why did they betray me? Now, the Buddhist framework offers a very careful response. Not because you deserved it. No, Rachel. It's not because the universe wanted to punish you. No, no, no. The universe is impersonal in that way. Rather, your suffering under wickedness becomes an opportunity to understand hatred, ignorance, and identity, meaning that pain becomes a teacher, not a proof of moral failure. Has anyone here ever experienced pain? If you have, type transform. I want to know. And I want to know I'm talking to you. Pain becomes your teacher. Pain is not proof of moral failure. Pain is the teacher. Pain is the teacher. Pain is the teacher. Pain is the teacher, like Terrace Martin is telling you here with this tune on Awakening. I know your back is hurting. Pain is the teacher. Many survivors of narcissistic abuse, Kat, Brian, Abma, Jayhawk, Rose, you get it. Molly Mao, Leon, you know what I'm talking about. Many survivors of narcissistic abuse realize that my boundaries were weak. It's about my boundaries were weak. And I love Carolyn Miss. I confused compassion with self-sacrifice. I feared abandonment. I outsourced my work, cat. Warrior cat. These realizations become turning points, cat Atlanta. And the karma shifts when the intention shifts. Now let me talk about your nervous system, Leanne. Your nervous system remembers. Trauma reshapes your attention. Threat becomes familiar. Hypervigilance becomes automatic. Healing reverses this through repeated experiences of safety, of regulation, and wise action. And from this perspective, karma is not only philosophical. Oh, Brian, I'm so sorry to hear that, but don't worry. Healing changes conditioned responses. And this is where the great turning begins to happen. Many people, come on, Terrence Martin, give me that horn. The great turning is many people today feel that the world is more polarized, more reactive, more distracted, more NPCs everywhere you look. But one way to understand this is without assuming supernatural explanations is that social systems amplify existing habits. Serena, call your energy back, Serena. Algorithms reward outrage. Attention fragments. Fear spreads quickly. Yet the same technologies can also spread wisdom, compassion, and education. So collective karma, in a metaphorical sense, reflects the cumulative effects of millions of individual choices. Come on. Now let me go even deeper. Ancient grimoires were often imagined as books of magical power. Violence is rewarded, cat. But many esoteric traditions also teach that the greatest magic is mastery of oneself. The greatest magic is the mastery of yourself. The greatest grimoire is the mastery of yourself. The greatest witchcraft of being a good witch is the mastery of yourself. The greatest alchemy is the mastery of yourself. Come on. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? The greatest magic with a K is the mastery of yourself. The greatest magic is the mastery of yourself, so you become high vibrational. Like Valentina here is telling you about the rise of the feminine divine, Valentina. Come on, Valentina. Spelled VALNTNA. Grateful for the blessings in my life. This is the rise of the divine feminine, high vibrations. Are you hearing what I'm sharing with you, family? What? I meditate. Come on, she's telling you. This is Valentina, high vibration. Come on, Valentina. Sing it. Sing the tune. You see, the greatest magic is the mastery of yourself, your emotions, the mastery of your nervous system. Where are you, Brian? Where are you, Yesenia? Where are you, Kat? Where are you, Marty Ma? Where are you, Portia? Where are you, Isabel? Where are you, Victoria? Where are you, Greta? Where are you, Clifford? Where are you, Dawn Marie? Where are you, Leon? The greatest magic is the mastery of oneself. Look at me. The greatest magic is the mastery of yourself. The greatest magic. Come. The greatest magic is the mastery of yourself. Come. Let me tell you. The greatest magic is the mastery of yourself. That is no resonance, California, LA. So let me tell you what happens. When you go deeper into this, you realize that karma on the narcissist comes from you forgiving them. One of the Buddhism's highest practices is a practice known as metta, often translated as love and kindness. Metta, M-E-T-T-A, is not approval. It is not passivity. It is not reconciliation at any cost. It is a sincere cultivation of goodwill towards oneself and others, including your enemies and your abusers, without abandoning wisdom. Because the Buddha pairs love and kindness with discernment. Imagine wishing for your enemies the same things you wish for yourself. Imagine wishing for your enemies and your abusers the same good wishes you wish for yourself. Imagine wishing for your toxic partners the same good wishes you wish for yourself. That activates compassion in your heart. And when compassion is activated in your heart, it activates a wisdom that is unpremeditated. And that wisdom is more gangster than any Machiavellian, Sun Tzu, von Clausewitz, Robert Greene strategy you could read anyway. Come on. Can somebody hear what I'm saying? Are you receiving this transmission? That's exactly it, warrior cat. Same as heaping hot coals on the head. Forgiveness is the most gangster thing you can do. Let me say it. Look at me. Look at me. Forgiveness is the most gangster thing you can do. I want you to look at me. I want you to feel me. I want you to feel me. Forgiveness is the most gangster thing you can do. Do you see the verb with which I'm speaking to you? Forgiveness is the wealthiest thing you can do. And remember, forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. Forgiveness does not mean we're singing kumbaya. Forgiveness is releasing myself from all dense and lower frequency energies because I am on my high vibration, Valentina. No more poverty energy, Leanne, because we expect forgiveness makes you expensive. If you can hear me and feel me, type transform in the comment section because I want to know you're feeling I and I. Forgiveness brings you the perfume of blamelessness. With forgiveness, you smell like the most expensive food from Oman, from Saudi Arabia. Forgiveness gives you the perfume of blamelessness. Come on. I need some Junior Roy to keep me on Jar Road. Junior Roy, where are you? I need to rise on this Babylon road, trotting on Jar Road. Come on, Junior Roy. You got to keep on walking on the righteous. Come on, keep on tapping on the road. Righteousness is so cool, eh? You don't have to be perfect. Come on, stepping on the road. You understand? The nervous system is my altar. Do you understand, my brother, sister? You got to break down the chains. Forgive. Now is the time. Come on, Junior Roy. It got go rough in the Gideon. It gets rough in the Gideon, but we still give thanks and praises. Come on. Come on. Forgive. Oh, come on, Junior Roy. We got to keep on walking on the righteous way. Keep on. Stay on the righteous way, whatever that is for you. The game is over. Look at what's happening around the world. Look at what's happening around the world. Why do you think the sun is heating up? Why do you think the earth is heating up? Why do you think there are all these solar flares coming? Am I talking to you? What do you think is happening? So one may forgive while maintaining firm boundaries. One may wish for freedom for another person without placing oneself back into harm. That is not weakness. That is profound strength. Now let me talk about the victorious empath. We shall be free, Junior Roy. On this earth, we shall be free. Look, victory is often misunderstood because the ego wants revenge. The awakened heart seeks freedom. The narcissist may continue the same cycles, but the empath no longer needs to, because the greatest victory is not to another person's downfall. It is the end of one's compulsion to repeat suffering. You see? Now, many traditions speak of awakening to one's deepest desire. In Buddhism, liberation comes through wisdom, ethical conduct, and freedom from greed, hatred, and delusion. In Christianity, the believer is invited into the sanctification of Christ consciousness, Yeshua love. In Hinduism, the journey culminates in the realization of one's deepest spiritual reality. In the Kabbalah, it's about repair, tikkun. In Ma'at, it's about alignment with Ma'at. So karma is not a cosmic prison. Karma is the curriculum of consciousness. And by the way, if you want to free yourself from narcissistic abuse, join my Escaping Narcissistic Abuse course. Sign up today at innermileage.com. We're going to do this over the Lionsgate weekend, August 7th through 9th. This is going to be a powerful weekend course. You understand? One love, Rachel. Give thanks to you, Rachel. So this is what it is. You got to keep on treading on this jar road. Keep on treading on this righteous way. That's what Inner Mileage is about. They will not leave me alone. I have to do something about this. They have plague parasites. They will not leave you alone, but you leave them alone. And once you leave them alone, they have no choice but to leave you alone. This is what it's about. So book a session with me at innermileage.com and sign up for my Escaping Narcissistic Abuse course. If you've ever been trapped in narcissistic abuse, and perhaps one-on-one coaching is not accessible to you now, join my masterclass. It's going to be a small group of like-minded people, and we're going to go into the details and mechanics of how you escape narcissistic abuse once and for all. This is the whole message. You understand? So this is the story today, family. One love always. We got to keep on checking on the righteous road. Keep on. Thank you so much. InnerMileage.com. This is where we are. And I'm your humble servant, Dr. Nana Gyesie. To keep on walking on the righteous way. Keep on stepping on the road. We gotta keep on walking on the righteous way. Come on. Keep on stepping on the road. What? You understand? This is what it's about. You gotta walk with that Nana Gyesie gaze, like there's no one like you. You understand? You have to know. You celebrate yourself. We shall be free. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you so much. And you can email me if it's about booking an appointment or inquiring about my Escaping Narcissistic Abuse course. So this is what it is. You understand? Thank you so much. Come on. Yeah. We got to keep on chugging. One love, yes. One love, Dawn Marie. Thank you so much. Yes, love. Remember, there's no one like you. There's no one like you. See you again on Wednesday, yes? Merci beaucoup, Sherry Coco. Blue Amazon 888. Merci, merci. Thank you so much, yeah? One love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love. One love. Yeah, no,